Shalom. First and foremost, I want to give all praise, honor, and glory to the Most High, Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem Rakakwadash. I want to give double honors to the elders and apostles at Great Millstone that taught me this truth and rule well. And I want to say shalom to you, Akim and Akwat, out there pursuing this truth diligently. Coming at you once again with another lesson. This one's titled, There's Been an Awful Lot of Talk About CBDCs Lately. All right, and it's got a picture of a little emoji of a chocolate chip cookie and a satellite. All right, so you know what that means. And bear with me just a moment. All right, so Salaki, I had to take a sip of my drink there. So it says, once again, there's been an awful lot of talk about CBDCs lately. It's got a little chocolate chip cookie and a satellite. You know what we're talking about. All right, a chocolate chip that gets beamed up. All right, you know what we're talking about. All right, we're talking about the digital device. All right, what is it? The electronic device, as I think the apostles are calling it now. All right, that electronic device. Okay, and you should know what it is by now, man. If it's 2023, if you don't know what the digital device is, the digital all right, the chocolate chip, you don't know. I mean, come on, man. Unless you just woke up, if when you see a chocolate chip cookie and a satellite, you know what it's talking about. All right. Obviously, take the chocolate chip and remove the chocolate from it. Now, what is it? There you go. Got yourself a bag of Lay's, right? A bag of Ruffles. All right, you know what we're talking about, okay? And you know that's where these CBDCs are going. What is a CBDC? Again, it's 2023, man. You don't know? All right, and of course, you brothers and sisters that just woke up, we're cutting you some slack. We know you just woke up. All right, but if you've been around, all right, or you jakes in the world, all right, you should know these things, man. And really, not going hard on you brothers and sisters that just woke up, but really, I mean, the talk is everywhere. You haven't heard about the chocolate chip, all right, without the chocolate. You haven't heard about the that they're putting in people. You haven't heard about that. You haven't heard about the CBDCs, the central bank digital currencies. That's what CBDC stands for, central bank digital currency. All right, because I bet you know about Bitcoin. I bet you know about Ethereum. I bet you know about Dogecoin. Right? You probably know about all those things and other weird meme coins. Right? Like Dogecoin ain't even it's a cryptocurrency, but it's like a joke. All right, the real ones being Bitcoin and Ethereum. You know what those are, right? Why don't you know what CBDC is? Okay. I'm lightly, saying, if because, even you brothers and sisters that just woke up, you haven't heard about it. It's been on the news. You haven't heard about them putting the chocolate chip in people. You haven't heard about that. It's been all over. They talk about it. All right. Even if you weren't in the truth, there's been an awful lot of talk about CBDCs lately. All right, all over the news, just within the July 13th, it's the 16th today. Look, I got 3 different ones, man. U.S. will be forced into a CBDC to keep USD, the U.S. dollar's reserve currency status. Here's another one. Brazilian CBDC pilot source code includes methods to freeze, drain wallets. When was that? July 11th. What about this one? 24 central banks will have digital currencies by 2030, survey shows. July 10th. So you got one from the 10th. All right, one from the 11th and one from the 13th, okay? Awful lot of talk about CBDCs lately. Why? All right, and you don't have to be in the truth to get these articles. All right, they're out there. All right, they're out there. This is from, Kitco. This is from Crypto Slate. This is from Reuters. All right, even if you're not on these things, what these popped up on? These popped up on, and of course they popped up on my Google feed because I looked those things up. All right, but, even if you've looked up things about crypto, all right, if you're into crypto, you're going to know what a CBDC is, all right, because the crypto guys are completely against the CBDCs because they're going to take those things out like Ethereum and Bitcoin and they're going to replace them with a CBDC. What's that? A central bank digital currency, okay, so they're going to remove the dollar. All right, the physical dollar, all right, your dollar bills, your $5 bills, your $10 bills, your $20 bills, your $50 bills, your $100 bills, all right, your pennies, your nickels, your dimes, your quarters, all right, your Sacagaweas, okay, what are those other the big one with the the other side? I don't know what those ones are called. There's another one. It's not the Sacagawea, but it's another one. All right. I think it was actually just a 50-cent piece. Now that I think about it, but no more of those. No more of those things. What is it now? Oh, no more. I don't know if we already said it, but no more Bitcoin, no more Ethereum. Those all go away. Okay? No more Bitcoin or Ethereum. Now it's the CBDC, the digital dollar, right? Now it's no, paper money. It's all digital. And the only digital money will be going through the Federal Reserve, all right? That's the central banks, all right? The central banks, okay? And it's all going to be one unified central bank digital currency, okay? And however they're going to call it, we don't know. All right, I've heard one. What is it? The USDD or something. I can't remember what the exact name was. That's not it, but something. The US digital dollar or something like that. But that's what's going to replace it, man. It's going to replace the actual physical dollar. It's going to replace Ethereum. It's going to replace all these other, Bitcoin and all these other, digital currencies, okay? Because it's going to be, the one currency, okay? The one currency. And that's what you're going to have to use. And in order to use that currency, at first you might be able to get a little app, where there's been talks of things like FedNow and other names for these different things. At first you might just be able to use your little app, all right? And go with your little Apple Pay, ping! Oh, look, I just paid with my CBDC. And then it's going to be like, okay, yeah, these apps we're finding out aren't really secure, blah, 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 whatever they're going to play. They're fucking some Jedi mind trick on you, and you dumbasses are going to believe it. Oh, this isn't secure, or we found there's a loophole, or, there's something going wrong with the blockchain, blah, 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 something. All right, they're going to pull something out of their ass, all right, and you dumbasses are going to believe it, okay? Not you brothers and sisters, of course, but you dumbasses of the world. Okay, you're going to believe it. Oh, guess it's not secure. I want my money to be safe. Well, it's really safe. What we can do is we can take a digital device, all right, and insert it, with it under the skin, all right. It's passively, powered, okay. It doesn't have a need for a battery or anything like that. It's passively powered, okay. Or it lasts a very long time. Who knows how they do it? Or every 5 years you have to come up and we basically put your hand into a cathode ray tube and it charges it up for another 10. Who fucking knows? All right, who knows how it is? All right, a particle accelerator is what we put. Some weird shit they'll try to say. Oh, that's how you charge it. And wow, the charge is good for 10, 15 years. Wow, that's pretty good. And you're gonna go and get that thing. All right, because that's how you're going to be, if you don't get it, unfortunately, you won't be able to access your money because just the security. We had leaks and data breaches and information was going out and it was draining accounts, so we just can't run it off the app anymore. All right, you're going to have to get this. It's not scary. Look, Beyonce got it. Look, Nicki Minaj got it. Look, this is Cardi B with it. Oh, look, here's Drake with it. Look at that. Oh, do you see him in the club? Look, he paid for a bottle. Also, anybody that gets the chocolate chip cookie, we're being smooth with it. Anybody that gets the chocolate chip cookie will also get 10% off at certain, retail store. So incentives, right? Just like they said, if you get the, if you get the juicy juice, all right, then you'll get free Krispy Kremes. Or a free $100, incentives, right? Incentives, all right? All you got to do to get Jake is, hey, if you, I don't know, something. So, yeah, I'm Lil Wayne, and Foot Locker's giving you free shoes if you get it. And then, Jake gonna run down there. Oh, the new Jordans just dropped. Let me go get that. It's free, and then I get the shoes for free. That's a good deal. Jake's easy to persuade, man. They're dumb. All right, off them a pair of shoes or something. They're done. They're done. All right, you an upcoming struggling rapper. Well, if you get this, I'll give you 35 hours free studio session time. Fucking dumb. Okay. There's an awful lot of talk about CBDCs lately, and look at this. U.S. will be forced into a central bank digital currency to keep the United States dollar's reserve currency status. This guy, we're not going to read all of it. You can go and read these. This is a quick little lesson because I got, unfortunately, got to head to the work site again. All right, and on Sabbath, right? And on Sabbath, okay? I used to have this day off, but then they moved me over. So ain't that great? But it actually works out that they moved me over because Then unfortunately I worked this Sabbath, but then, the new moon's coming in tomorrow at sundown, all right, because we come out of Sabbath tonight at sundown, and then the new moon comes in tomorrow at sundown. We have a break in between. So tonight, all right, will no longer be Sabbath, all right, we can go and buy our stuff, get our stuff, and do the same thing tomorrow up until sundown. And then we stop at sundown, we, hold the new moon, and then, that's it. And then, right now it's Saturday to Sunday Sabbath, all right, I believe, right? Yeah, Saturday and today's Sunday. So Saturday to Sunday, and then the Sabbath is going to be Monday to Tuesday, all right? And I happen to, be able to have those days off. So it works out better, but, I'm not too pleased about having to go to work and all that. And, last night I had to work. I was at work when Sabbath rolled in, and, here I am. I woke up and got to, go to Sabbath, and I get off when Sabbath ends, at sundown. So, it's this fucking place. But that's, unfortunately, I can't wait. Lord willing, tomorrow, new moon, all right, when it kicks in, or the next day, because I'm off that day, right before Sabbath rolls around, I want to try to plan to do a walk and talk, be out there and, enjoy it. So, just waiting for that, brothers and sisters, just waiting for that. These days, I haven't been getting no sleep. This Babylon's a hellhole, man. Babylon is a hellhole. But anyway, we're not going to read all this because we just don't have the time for it. But, you can read through some of these things. The guy says, I'm a big fan of FedNow. He says the Federal Reserve is about to launch its new FedNow service, allowing banks to transfer money instantly. But what many describe as just back-end plumbing for real-time payments could be a slippery slope to an evil central bank digital currency, according to Rich Chechen, president and co-founder of Asset Strategies International. All right. Says, I'm a big fan of FedNow, but I don't like that it's a slippery slope that leads to the evil of CBDC. Then it is evil, all right, and really they're all for it, all right, because they want you to get that C-hip, all right, they want you to get that digital device, all right, they want you to get they want you to get that Lay's, those Ruffles, all right, they want you to get those Cheetos, all right, they want you to get that chocolate chip. You know what we're talking about. All right, and in case you don't know what we're talking about, all right, here's what it is. They're gonna put an RFI, wait for it, D, all right, in you, all right, look up those letters that I just said, put all those together, and then type in, put chocolate chip, but without chocolate, okay, get what I'm saying, read between the lines, okay, and they might still pick that up on the algorithm, but they don't like it being talked about all too much, okay, so you know what it is, that's what it is, all right, and what that is the mark of the beast, okay, that's mentioned, all right, let's go get it. This is Revelation 13 and 16. It says, and he causeth all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond. It doesn't matter who you are, okay? All. You're small, all right, and whatever you do, you're getting it. You're great in whatever you do, you're getting it. You're rich, you're getting it. You're poor, you're getting it. You're a free man, you're getting it. You're in bondage, you're getting it. It don't matter, you're getting it. All right, or you won't be able to eat, you won't be able to pay your rent, you won't be able to get gas, you won't be able to drive your car because you can't get your gas, you won't be able to pay for your clothes, you won't be able to pay for your family, right? That's how they're gonna say it. But guess what? The Lord's gonna take care of his people. Revelation 13 and 16, and he causeth all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark in their right hand or in their foreheads, and that no man might buy or sell, save he that had the mark, or the name of the beast, or the number of his name. Here is wisdom. Let him that hath understanding count the number of the beast, for it is the number of a man, and his number is 666. So 666. Now, let's go check it out. Let's look up. Now, in case you don't know what we're talking about, here it is right in front of you typed out. That's what we were mentioning earlier. That's the mark of the beast. What you see typed out on the screen right now, that's the mark of the beast. Don't get it, all right? At first, when they roll it out, people have already gotten it, all right? But, they're going to roll it out, and it's going to be, okay, you can go and get this, but then they're going to make it mandatory at some point in time. They're going to switch over and say, you got to go and get it. All right? All right, here. What hand is that? Do you know? Can you tell what hand that is? Let's see. Do you know what hand that is? What about, that one? See, that one's on the left, but it's not actually in there. What about, oh, see, that one is left. And it doesn't matter if you get it in your left or right. Well, I'll just get it in the left. It doesn't matter, all right? Because it says, save he that had the mark. If you get the mark, that's it, all right? You know? You get the mark, that's it. It doesn't matter if it's on your left hand, your right hand, your butt cheek. Doesn't matter if it's in your big toe. Doesn't matter if you got it in your nose. Doesn't matter if you implanted it under your eyelid. Doesn't matter if you put it in your ear, in the back of your neck, all right, in your or wherever. Okay, your forehead, as it says, it doesn't matter. Your arm, your hand, your left hand, your right hand, your forehead. You know, think you're gonna be smart and put it in your butt cheek. I'll put it in my butt cheek. You know, no, doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. Okay. Doesn't matter. Does not matter where you put it. Your tongue, your lip, does not matter. All right, as it says in 17, and no man may buy or sell save he that had the mark. You got the mark. That's it. That's it. Doesn't matter where you got it. All right. Most commonly, it's going to be put in the right hand or in your forehead. All right. And the forehead one, of course, you know, dealing with Neuralink. All right, with Elon Musk's, you know, brain C-hip. Okay. But you know the common one. So this, you know, right here. You know, look. All we did. Check this out. All we did was type in that C-hip. Look what comes up. And that's by a Christian. Some lady named Hannah Faith. You know she's not. You know where the Christians got this information from? Our apostles. All right. Our apostles. Okay. The Hebrew Israelites. Okay. So now just type in. Let's just look up. See if we can find it just by typing in the mark of the beast. Huh? Would you look at that? Oh. Look at that. I'm gonna have to look this book up. I don't know if it's bugged out or not, but we'll find out. I want to see what it says, though. What else? In the this thing, all right? That's not it. That's not, okay? Because, you know, we didn't get it. We didn't go and get this thing, okay? We didn't go and get that thing. Well, not, you know, that one's saying influenza. But this thing right here, that's not it, okay? Because we didn't get it, and we're still buying. We're still selling, all right? So, it, you know, real. Look at that. When you type in real mark of the beast, right there, and right there. It's easy information, man. This person's bragging. I got the mark of the beast, and it will hold my Bitcoin. So he's already ready. He's ready. They're gonna be like, oh, you know, when again? I already got it. They're like, oh, look at you. Aren't you just taking leaps and strides today? What a good little slave you are. Okay, so Revelation 13:16, and he causeth all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark in their right hand or in their foreheads, and that no man might buy or sell save he that had the mark, or the name of the beast, or the number of his name. Here is wisdom, let him that hath understanding count the number of the beast, for it is the number of a man, and his number is 666. And that 666 is actually, you know, programmed within the C-hip. I almost said it, but it's programmed within there. It's in a numerical barcode form. Okay, and it says, no man might buy or sell. You say, what does it have to do with CBDCs? Well, CBDC is a central bank digital currency. All right, you're reading along, you're staying with the program. We just talked about this, man. All right, that guy just said on the photo, he says, I got the mark of the beast, and it holds my Bitcoin. Okay, but it's not gonna hold Bitcoin. All right, it's gonna get transferred. Right now, it's holding his Bitcoin, but when the CBDC comes, that's gonna be the one form of payment. There's not going to be dollar bills, there's not going to be Ethereum, and there's not going to be Bitcoin. It's going to be CBDC. So now it won't be your mark of the beast won't be holding your Bitcoin. It'll be holding your CBDC, whatever they decide to call it. All right, the digital the US digital dollar. All right, the DigiNow. Who knows what the fuck they're going to call it? Okay, whatever they decide to call it, it's going to hold that. You're right, it will hold that, but it will hold that, not Bitcoin or whatever else they have now, because those are going to go away. The digital dollar is going to be in full effect by the CBDC, by the Federal Reserve. All right, central bank based or backed. All right, based and backed. Okay, and so yeah, a lot of talk about CBDCs lately. Very interesting. Okay, and Esau really they want it. Let's get Isaiah 14. Get it real quick. And see, Esau, what they want to do is they want to establish this. They want everybody, C-hipped, all right? They just, because then they can get in control of everything. They want more control. They can tell, all these different things. There's this ring, all right, I was looking at recently because I saw somebody got it, and I said, wow, that's a cool ring. And then, my wife mentioned, she says, so that's basically like the predecessor to the Mark of the Beast. And I was like, holy shit, you're basically right, okay? Because, this weird sleep ring, aura, okay, aura, and it looks cool, but when she said that, I was like, you know what, you're kind of right. It monitors everything. It's a ring, and basically it does a lot of the same technology as like your Apple Watch does. It beams the red light, has the red light, so it can your blood oxygen level, your heart rate, all this, you're sleeping, how long you're sleeping, how long. But we have devices like this, right? That you can get now, and this isn't the mark. You can get this, and I mean, like I said, like I was thinking when I was thinking about it, I was like, I want to, I was thinking, would I look at someone sideways if they had that? I was like, I don't know, it's weird, all right, it's a little, but at the end of the day, this is not the mark, all right? This is not the mark, okay? This isn't it. This is, even if it has RFID technology in it, you didn't take it, all right? You didn't take it, all right? The phone has RFID technology, and we carry it around all day. We didn't take it, all right? It's getting that thing, implanted under that skin. That's what it is, okay? You could physically hold an RF thing, okay? Identification, right? Tag. And that doesn't mean you got the mark of the beast, all right? You're holding it, but you didn't receive it, all right? To receive it, you have to get that thing implanted in you, okay? So, not that you should go around just doing that, but, for example, I know that Apostle Harvard, he showed a bag. He had a bag of them, all right? The ones for, like, animals and stuff, all right? Showing you what they look like, all right? So does that mean he received it? No, all right? But he has it. Yeah, it has, If that's the case, then we already have it, because guess what? You buy an item, certain items when you have at the store, they have, RFID tracking on them. All right, your phone has RFID technology and capabilities. All right, other things. So, no, that's not what it is. It's getting that thing inserted up under you with, and because it's a mark, all right? A mark, all right? And how do you get that mark? When that needle hits you, man, all right? So, it's, like the... We'll go into it deeper with the whole, the word charagma, and it means an etching, right? So it's a physical mark, all right? It's an implantation, all right? Under the skin, okay? That's how it works. So, and Esau wants this to roll out because then they can tell you, how long you're sleeping. And that's more things that they can, say, oh, this is your oxygen level, this is your blood glucose level, all right, this is your blood pressure, all right, you're sleeping this many hours a night, this is how much good sleep you're getting, this is your REM sleep, all right, this is your tossing, turning here, all these things. You don't know what capabilities this thing's going to have. It's gonna sound like the fucking best thing ever, all right? You're wicked for saying it. No, they're going to make it sound like the best thing ever, all right? It's gonna sound cool. Okay, you don't think it's going to be something lame, because then nobody would want it. It's going to sound fucking awesome. It's going to be, oh yeah, it can track your sleep. It can track how you're doing this, your workouts. All right, tracks out how much muscle mass you're building. All right, how much sleep you're getting, how much REM sleep you're getting, how many, it's also a pedometer, so it's telling you how far you walk per day. It's showing, your sugar levels, your insulin levels. If you're low on a vitamin, it's going to tell you how much of this vitamin you should take. All right, it's going to, it's going to alert you. It can interface with your phone. It can do this. All right, blah, 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 blah. If you ever lost, it can actually interface with satellites and people can find you, all right, based off, this, that, and that. It can do this, it can do that, and it's going to sound awesome, okay? It's going to sound fucking cool, okay? If they were just like, oh, it's going to do this, nobody would want it. They're going to have to market it to where it sounds like it's awesome, all right? It's cool, like the new video game system or something. It's going to have all sorts of cool shit and cool features and things that are going to be enticing, okay? Enticing. That's the whole thing, is enticement, making you want to get it. Like, man, that's fucking cool. It can track my workouts, man. It can do that. It can do that. Man, I should go and get that. And it's free. It's going to be enticing. It's not going to be this is just, it doesn't do anything. It stores your money. That's it. Of course, then people would still get it, once, they say, oh, you have to get it or else you're not going to eat, then people would get it. They're going to get those people in the second wave, right? But they want initially, they don't want that initial criticism, really. They want it to sound cool, all right? So everybody just gets it, and then they'll make it mandatory, and then the people that didn't want to get it are going to have to get it. And then, the people, the elect, they're still going to be like, nope, I'm going to trust in the Lord, and I'm going to eat. I'm going to still eat. I'm going to still be able to take care of my family regardless if I get that or not, all right? Not regardless if you get it or not. Even if I don't take it, you're still going to be able to, feed your family. All right, because the Lord's going to take care of his people. All right, but Esau wants you to be completely bound to him. All right, don't have my thing, can't eat. Don't have my thing, can't work. Don't have my thing, can't drive. Don't have my thing, no clothes. Don't have my thing, no house. Right? And that's because they want complete control, because they want to be like the Lord. Right? Isaiah 14:12. How art thou fallen from heaven, O Lucifer, son of the morning? Salakia. How art thou cut down to the ground, which did weaken the nations? Let me start over. Isaiah 14:12. How art thou fallen from heaven, O Lucifer, son of the morning? All right, and Lucifer is, Esau, Edom. All right, the devil, Esau, Edom. It says, how art thou cut down to the ground, which did weaken the nations? All right, because they did weaken everybody. They, bound people. They were the highest. All right, they had all the, not the highest, but the highest nation of importance. All right, as people think, worldly people think, right? They got everything. It's all the rich white men that have everything, right? How art thou cut down to the ground, which did weaken the nation? They go in war and tear lands up, right? It says, for thou hast said in thine heart, I will ascend into heaven. I will exalt my throne above the stars of Yahweh. I will sit upon the mount of the congregation in the sides of the north. I will ascend above the heights of the clouds. I will be like the Most High. That's what Esau says, all right? They said, they're gonna exalt their throne above, the stars of Yahweh, okay? And that they're gonna ascend in the heights of the clouds, and they're gonna be just like, Yahweh, all right? And that's not the case, all right? As it says in verse 15, yet thou shalt be brought down to hell, to the sides of the pit. And hell is the place, hell isn't speaking of the physical hell where you go and there's pitchforks and, a little cavern, little red devils. It's not how it works, and it's under the ground. No, that's not how it works. If you go under the ground, it's there, who knows, all right? Esau says there's a big core, all right? That's what would be there. There's no little pit of hell. It's not how it works, all right? There's no place called hell. Hell goes back to the word Gehenna, all right? If you look it up and you go into the Ulver's, or not the Ulver's, the Zondervan Bible Dictionary. If you look up Gehenna, all right, or another word, it goes the Valley of Hinnom. All right, goes back to that word Gehenna, and Gehenna goes back, is a modern word for hell. But Gehenna means, all that was talking about was the place of future punishment. Okay, so Esau is going to be brought down to the place of future punishment. What's the place of future punishment? Babylon the Great, right? Or wherever punishment's going out. Yet thou shalt be brought down to hell, to the sides of the pit. They that see thee shall narrowly look upon thee and consider thee, saying, is this the man that made the earth tremble, that did shake kingdoms, that made the world as a wilderness and destroyed the cities thereof, that opened not the house of his prisoners? That really, this was him? And I'm reading verses 16 and 17 as if it was, someone looking upon him and saying that, all right, because that's what it is. That's, and as it says, it can consider these saying, they're going to say those things. Like, this is him, really. Wow. Because he's going to look pathetic. All right, here you see Esau, big, corporate ruler, and mansions. And wow, look at him. He's a businessman, but he's going to look fucking pathetic because the Lord's going to bring him down. Okay? As it says in verse 15, yet thou shalt be brought down to hell to the sides of the pit. Now in verse 17, it says, in verse 18, it says, all the kings of the nations, even all of them, lie in glory, every one in his own house. But thou art cast out of thy grave like an abominable branch, and as a raiment of those that are slain thrust through with a sword, that go down to the stones of the pit as a carcass trodden under feet. So, nothingness, right? Nothingness. So we're going to get Ecclesiasticus 5 and 15. We're going to speed up here, all right? We're going to get Sirach 5 and verse, actually, we don't even have to do anything. We just got to scroll down. Here it is. And it simply says, be not ignorant of anything in a great matter or a small. So with CBDCs and all these things, don't be ignorant, man. Okay? Don't be ignorant. All right, you got so many things out there. You got, like, what are they, biometric vein scanners or whatever? Let's see. I think that's what they're called. Biometric vein scanner. Biometric fingerprint scanner, but one's like a wrist. There they are. Palm vein. 5 reasons why palm vein scan is the best biometric. There you go. I've seen this one time at a Savers, which is a thrift store here. All right, I didn't even notice it, but my wife did, and she pointed it out because the employee came over and they checked in using this. All right. So, palm vein scanner to secure biometric recognition. And look at that. Look. Is that the mark of the beast? No. If you scan in at work, is that the mark of the beast? No. Did you take the mark of the beast? No. Okay. This is scanning your veins. It's different. But guess what? That's going to go away and replace with the terminal where you just scan your wrist again, but it's going to be looking for that little, that digital device in there. Okay. Let's get Ecclesiasticus 12 and 10, also known as Sirach 12 and 10. It says, right here, and this is why you don't trust Esau in anything that they do, because, hey, it says, never trust thine enemy, for like as iron rusteth, so is his wickedness. So there you go, all right? And iron, when it rusts, it gets worse and worse, all right? So Esau's wickedness is continuing to get worse and worse and worse and worse and worse. He's going to continue to do more evil things until he tries to attempt to gain power. And it might seem like he has for a little while. Look, we've gotten a lot of people, the FEMA and all that stuff. But guess what? Yahushua is going to come back and completely dismantle his society and rulership that he thinks he's built. Because the Most High is allowing him to do all these things. It's an illusion of power. Okay, it's an illusion of power. He's going to come back and tear these people up. So, 1 Thessalonians 5 and 1, we got to get with it. All right, 1 Thessalonians 5 and 1 through 9, okay? It says, and this is why you got to watch, all right? You got to watch, you got to look for things like these, all right? There's an awful lot of talk about this stuff lately. You got to be paying attention because they're putting information out there and you're going to miss it if you're not paying attention. 1 Thessalonians 5 and 1 all the way down through, we'll do 10. All right, it says, but of the times and the seasons, brethren, ye have no need that I write unto you. For yourselves know perfectly that the day of the Lord so cometh as a thief in the night. For when they shall say peace and safety, then sudden destruction cometh upon them, as travail upon a woman with child, and they shall not escape. So just when you think things are getting good, it's not. It's going to switch. Things are going to be bad. All right, and verse 4 it says, but ye, brethren, are not in darkness, that day should overtake you as a thief. Who? The brothers and sisters that are awake in this truth. All right, and following after Yahweh Shem Yahushai. All right, the Hebrew Israelites, the awake Hebrew Israelites, right? It says, ye are all the children of the light, and the children of the day. We are not of the night, nor of darkness. Therefore let us not sleep as do others, but let us watch and be sober. For they that sleep, sleep in the night, and they that be drunken are drunken in the night. But let us who are of the day be sober, putting on the breastplate of faith and love, and for an helmet the hope of salvation. For the Most High hath not appointed us to wrath, but to obtain salvation by our Lord Yahushua HaMashiach, who died for us, that whether we wake or sleep, we should live together with him. Okay, so we gotta wake up, man, and not be sleeping around. Not sleeping around, but sleeping around spiritually with all the doctrines and stuff like that, doing all those things. Okay, you gotta watch, man. You gotta watch, because if you don't, you're gonna get caught off guard. So there's been an awful lot of talk about CBDCs lately. Hey, let us not sleep as the others do, right? We got to watch. We got to say, hey, look, there's an awful lot of talk about CBDCs lately. Hey, look at this. Look what they're doing over there. Look at this. What's that going on? What, the lab-grown chicken? What's this going on over there? Look at that. Look at this. Look at that. Look at that. And, you see this with all the brothers that are putting out lessons, right? You see them putting out lessons on different things, all right? And not being ignorant of anything, no matter how big or small. Some people might say, oh, what? Like anything, For example, I can't think of anything the other brother's done, and I'm not bigging myself up any, all right? But some people might think that, even today when we mentioned it, but I did a lesson a while back ago on the same topic with the vein scanner. Some people might say, oh, it's a vein scanner. That doesn't have anything to do with anything. Or, oh, that's an Amazon Go. That doesn't have anything to do with anything. Oh, you check out using a QR code. That doesn't have anything to do with anything. Don't be ignorant, man. Don't be ignorant. Those are all fundamental systems that are put in place that can easily be switched over like that, all right? All right, take it all out, For example, we all have headcanons. Like, for example, one of my thing is that, and this isn't biblical, all right? This can't be proved, all right? But this is just something that I personally think, because Walmart's cheap, all right? Walmart is one of the only damn places, at least here in Nevada, none of the Walmarts, they don't do tap. They don't do tap, man. Target does tap. A lot of other places do tap. Walmart doesn't, okay? Walmart doesn't do it. I think that's just because they don't want to do anything until they're just going to go straight in with the mark system. Okay, they're going to go straight in with it. All right, they don't want to do any more upgrades until they have to. So they're just going to full fledged. Again, that doesn't mean anything. That's just what I think. All right, and what I think doesn't mean shit. But you got to think. Don't be ignorant in any matter. There's certain things, you might see that, you might think it's nothing, but it might be something, man. All right, you got to wait through the, the spirit. You see something like a QR code to scan in and get into a building, you got to think that's a little weird, isn't it? What's that going to turn into? Right now it's a QR code, but what is it going to? That has a probability of changing into something. What's that something? The mark of the beast. All right, and there's been an awful lot of talk about CBDCs lately. Coincidentally, and there's no coincidences. All right, just so happens to be that. The mark can hold cryptocurrencies and digital currencies. So take that what you will. If you believe, you believe. If you don't, you don't. All right? That's just how it is. We'll find out. So with that, we're going to go ahead and close out. Lord willing, this lesson was edifying. Once again, I want to give all praise, honor, and glory to the Most High, Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahushai, Bahashem, Makakwadash. I want to give double honors to elders and apostles at Great Millstone that taught me this truth and rule well. Shalom to you brothers and sisters out there. Keep enduring. Keep the faith. We're almost out of here. Until next one, Lord willing. Shalom.